Hi, this is pre-calculus, notes on section 6.4, signs of trigonometric functions. Okay, so you are going to need to be able to discern whether a trig ratio is positive or negative depending upon which quadrant it lies in. And today we're kind of going to just discover that, and then after this lesson, you're going to put this stuff on your trig card, and you're going to put this stuff on your trig card, and there's an easy way to memorize it too, okay? And it's going to be important that you know whether a trig function is positive or negative depending upon which quadrant it's in. So I'm going to start in quadrant 1 where I've highlighted here in yellow, okay? And since the coordinates of any point in the first quadrant are positive, both the x and y coordinates are positive, and so of course is r. R is always positive. Well, what that means is that no matter what combination of ratios, or no matter what combination of x, y's, and r's, that the answer will always be positive. So positive divided by positive is positive, okay, no matter what. So all 6 trig ratios are positive in quadrant 1. Okay, so now moving to quadrant 2. Okay. So in quadrant 2, the x's are negatives and the y's are positive. Okay, so anytime one of the trig ratios has an x in it, okay, we have to consider is that positive or negative. Okay, so all right, the sign, okay, is y over r. That's positive divided by a negative. No, hold on. That's positive divided by a positive. Okay, and so sign is going to be positive in quadrant 1, and so will its reciprocal be. Okay, cosine is x over r, so that's going to be negative divided by a positive. So a negative divided by a positive is a negative. All right, and then so will its reciprocal be negative. And then tangent is y over x, so that's positive divided by negative, which is a negative, so tangent is negative in quadrant 2, and so is its reciprocal. All right, moving to quadrant 3. Okay, so here both x is negative and y is negative in quadrant 3. So let's look at sine. Sine is y over r. That's negative divided by positive. So sine is negative in quadrant 3, and so is its reciprocal. Cosine is x over r. That's negative divided by positive. That's going to be a negative. So cosine is negative in quadrant 3, and so is its reciprocal. Tangent is y over x, so that's negative divided by a negative. Well, negative divided by a negative is a positive, so tangent is positive in quadrant 3, and so is its reciprocal. And then quadrant 4. Okay, so in quadrant 4, x is positive and y is negative. So sine is y over r. That's negative divided by positive. So sine is negative in quadrant 1, and so is its reciprocal. Cosine is x over r, so that's going to be positive divided by negative. That's a negative, so cosine is negative in quad. Uh-oh, why did I put positive? What did I do to mess up here? Cosine is x over r. Oh, here I go, I see it. So cosine is positive, this is a positive sign divided by a positive. Cosine is positive in quadrant 4. Just testing to see if you're paying attention. And then finally, tangent. Tangent is y over x, so that's negative divided by positive, which is negative. Tangent is negative in quadrant 4, and so is its reciprocal. All right, you're going to, when you update your trig cards, you're going to put all of this information on your trig cards so you don't have to memorize it. However, there is a very easy way to memorize this, okay, by just using this phrase, all students take calculus. And I know you're going to remind me that that's not true, but it doesn't matter if it's true. It's just a way to remember in which quadrants are the trig functions positive, okay? So here's how you use this. So I've got my 4 quadrants, and so in quadrant 1, all of the trig functions are positive. That's what this A stands for. In quadrant 2, so this is rotating counterclockwise. In quadrant 2, the S stands for sine, so sine is positive. All are positive in quadrant 1, sine is positive in quadrant 2. And so the other two, cosine and tangent, are negative, okay? In quadrant 3, the tangent is positive, okay? Sine and cosine are negative. And in quadrant 4 is C, so cosine is positive in quadrant 4, but sine and tangent are negative. So if you have any desire to memorize it, that's an easy way to do so. Okay, that's it for that video.